Dad's dream to talk about his favorite team with the son of digging the stats. Come and join us, nerding on the Dbacks.
Hello, welcome to Nerding on the Dbacks.
The one
And only.
father-son baseball show in America.
Yep, not in Antarctica. I messed that up. They have a bunch of those.
Smooth delivery.
Smooth. Very
Yes.
smooth. This is our... Yep, that's the definition
You really
of
brought
our
it. All right.
baseball show.
So we're going to play the game show that is taking hold of all of baseball. At least the few people that watch our show.
Yeah.
Thank you. So with that, first, would you please like, comment, and subscribe? And
And give your hands up for... Did you really just say that?
that's right. So did you really just say that? If you're new around here, just a reminder, what we do is we make 3 predictions each, and we track our statistics along the way. They must be quantifiable. For those stats, we track hits, batting average, doubles, and home runs. And when we make the predictions, we decide what each type is, usually on the show, but sometimes me and Phoenix will work it out afterwards. Right?
Yep,
Right.
sometimes.
Sometimes. Sometimes we don't have to because they just don't come true. We just fail, and at that point, it really doesn't matter. And that's most of them. So yeah, let's get started. First, we gotta get it kicked off with a little recap with "You Really Said That."
Did he really say that?
And so first, we're gonna do me and
The dad.
yep, and let's see what came off the board for me. I did Jock Peterson will get his first plate appearance versus a left-handed pitcher by 420, and he did. He actually got 3 of them, and I was kind of right that he deserved them, and he probably should be getting more. In his 3 plate appearances, he has 1 strikeout, 1 walk, because I mean that's all that Jock does is walks, and a home run.
Yep.
He's got a 2.667 OPS. That's outrageous.
Yeah.
That's outrageous. So, I mean, it's 3 plate appearances, small sample size, but yeah.
You said that. Really?
Yep. And so then the things that I got wrong, the D-backs will hit 2 home runs in their game versus Steven Matz and the Cardinals. I don't think they hit 1 home run. That was pretty bad. And then Jordan Montgomery, I'm taking this one off the board even though April's not over yet. Jordan Montgomery will make 4 starts in April, and that's not going to happen. He's starting his first game tonight, and he's only going to get 3. Like his 3rd start of the month is going to come on somewhere around like the 29th or the 30th of April. So there's an outside chance he doesn't even get 3 starts in April, but he's definitely not getting 4. So,
Yeah, I said that. I said that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
Yep.
What about you, Phoenix? Son, what'd you have come off the board?
Well, I had that shutout in the Cardinals in 1 game of the series. So we will shut out the Cardinals in 1 game of the
You really
series.
said that? Yes.
That's
Yes,
pretty,
I really said that, and I got it.
That's
Home
pretty
run
amazing. Home run. That's right. You were swinging big there.
for the fences. And then Dbacks under 140 pitches versus Cardinals game in April 12th game.
Yeah, and they were way over that. I think they probably threw like 170 that game. It was something like that. They cleared 140 by like the 6th inning, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a hard
It was
day.
pretty ugly on that one. So
Did he really say that?
So anyway, it's not bad. So let's take a look and see what we've got for stat lines so far on the season. We got batting average, Dad's at 438, Son's at 385. Dad's got 2 doubles, Son has 1. Dad still hasn't hit one out of the park. I think I don't take enough home run swings is really what the problem is. And then, I'm just not taking my A swing. And Son has, Phoenix, you got 2 two jacks. Nice job. You mashing taters, buddy.
Yep, I'm like Lourdes,
So, all right, let's get to the predictions for this week.
Let's get to the fun part.
Well, I mean, it's all fun, but yes. So,
Yeah, you start off with our first.
all right.
prediction.
My first prediction of the I'm gonna piggyback on one of Phoenix's predictions from the Cardinals series because I think we got a shot at this one, and that is the D-backs will shut out the Giants in one game of this series, and
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I think that's probably a home run, right? We called the Cardinals a home run, and they have a worse offense than the Giants.
They have a worse offense.
Or, no, the Cardinals have a worse offense than the Giants.
Yeah.
Drastically so.
Yeah. Sure. Home run.
All right. Good. I told you I need more home runs. I feel like that's one. Yeah, that said, the Giants offense, they've actually been shockingly competent so far this season. They're right around like average so far. But man, does their lineup look terrible.
Yeah, I don't think they practice.
Practice? They I looked at their lineup here previewing the series, and I did not consider just how bad that lineup is when we were doing our over-under prediction show. I really over predicted what their lineup was going to do. I don't know why. Maybe they're missing somebody. Is somebody injured? I'm not quite sure. I didn't go dig that deep on their lineup right now. But I mean, Lamont Wade's awesome. Shout out late night Lamont. But other than him, Conforto's looking goodish. And Jorge Soler is just kind of what he is.
I don't know. We got shut out in our last game.
Yeah, we did. That was a travesty, but it was also against one of the. I would argue, ironically, even though the Giants have the Cy Young Award winner from last season, I would argue that we got shut out by the Giants' best pitcher last night, and last year's Cy Young Award winner is pitching tonight. It's actually kind of awesome. The Snell is facing off against Montgomery, and they were like the last two pitchers to sign in free agency. They were both like basically competing all off season, and now they're competing in season.
Yeah. I was looking for a prediction, and it showed that Blake Snell had like an ERA of like 12.
Yeah. A good prediction would be Blake Snell's ERA is going to drop tonight. That'd be a single. But that's funny.
That'd be a bunt, honestly.
Yeah. So in going over the Giants offense, even though they have been surprisingly competent, I don't think it's going to keep up. And the D-backs got Montgomery, Gallen, and Kelly going in the next 3 games against the Giants, which there's a fair chance they make that happen in one of those 3 games. So, all right, on to you, Phoenix.
All right.
What's your first prediction of the day?
My first prediction is the D-backs will hit 1 home run each game versus the Cardinals.
I love it. The Cardinals series starting on Monday. Monday, right? It starts on Monday?
I think
so. Or do
so.
they have an off day?
I have no idea. I don't think they have an off day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have an off day.
Yeah, so Monday. Very cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a tough stadium. That's definitely a home run for you.
That's another out of the park car window,
Yeah. So I love it.
Yeah, I thought it was a good prediction. I think the Cardinals. I think the D-backs can do it.
Yeah, I mean you've got Lance Lynn, who last year gave up like 200. I think he pitched 152 innings and gave up 152 home runs. Obviously not true, but he did give up like almost 2 home runs every start of his. He had I think he like set some sort of record for home runs per start or something.
Yeah, if I get this, I'm that guy.
And you got Steven Matz, who I thought they would hit 2 home runs against last week, and they didn't do that, and so I think they're due to hit a couple. So I like this prediction. I think this can happen. It's fun. So, all right, my next prediction: D-backs will finish April in the top 10 in WRC plus, aka Work Plus, in Major League Baseball. And right now they're 14th in the league. They're quite a ways back, even though they're in 14th. There's quite a gap between them and 10th. But I think now, not that I want to pick on any Major League Baseball player, but Jace Peterson, and now that he's gone, and I seriously, like, I think Jace Peterson, if he were to come play baseball in my league, for example, I don't think I've ever told you this story. It's crazy how good these ball players are, legitimately. Like, I've played against like a bunch of AAA players that when they like former AA, AAA guys in the past.
Like played with them or played against?
Played against them.
So like
I've never had anyone.
Are you talking about like pitcher?
Yep, pitchers. I faced a couple of former AAA pitchers. Faced one guy who ended up getting picked up by a team.
Who's that?
I don't even remember. He defected here from Cuba, and so he just came here and he was getting like tuned up to go try to get himself basically a minor league contract, and he did it. And
that's cool.
Yeah, and
he just played with
that dude could throw hard lefty. Hard throwing lefty. He was like sitting 92, 91, 92. Like, it was pretty cool. Yeah. And
90 woo.
Yeah. I don't
90 whoosh.
I mean, probably not good. I got a hit off of him. But anyway, like, I remember.
You need to get back in there.
I remember specifically, that was when I was younger. I remember specifically when I in a game I played here, I played with a guy who was a relief pitcher. He played in the majors. He was a relief pitcher in the majors. And he was in our league. He was in his, I think he was 36 years old at the time. And most of us were in our late 30s, back half of our 30s. And he now consider, he was a relief pitcher, right? He probably, granted, he had played for a couple of seasons in our league, but he hadn't, for like 10 years of his career, he basically never picked up a bat, right? All he did was pitched. And he actually has a World Series ring. And when we played him, this is how good these guys are. Even though he was just a relief pitcher, he was so good that he made it to the major leagues. And when he went back to playing amateur ball, all he did was just hit bombs, just constantly.
Like hit?
Yes, hit bombs, just absolute bombs, and played like essentially Gold Glove shortstop, comparative to what we did. You know, I mean, these guys are just outrageously good baseball players. And so,
wow.
But that said, Jace Peterson is not a great baseball player compared to his MLB peers. And so now that Jace Peterson has been released, or DFA'd from the team, maybe he accepts an assignment. I don't know. He might retire. And that means that Blaze Alexander is going to get more starts at shortstop here. And more starts at shortstop mean that the shortstop position is going to start having better offense. And that, I am hoping, will push the D-backs Work Plus into the top 10 by the end of the month.
Okay.
That's my hope.
And if he does bad? Or, well, I guess he can't do bad at plate appearances.
No, he's just going to get more. And I expect him to continue not holding up the OPS that he has right now, but close-ish to it. So, go ahead. Your second prediction.
What if he just gets 10?
What if he just gets, what do you mean?
Like, what if the D-backs are just at 10?
Just, if they're just at 10, yeah, that would count. They just got to get into the top 10.
All right. So, my second prediction is D-backs will have a first inning leadoff hit on Sunday versus Giants.
I just said that.
Nice. I like it. I mean, Ketel Marte has done really well here. That said, the odds are still stacked against you. I give this a solid double.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hit a double, and
I love it.
I'm not gonna put that on the prediction, but I think he's gonna get a leadoff hit. I mean,
It's I'm not
very
gonna say it's
possible.
unlikely. They've got I forget who the pitcher is. He's some. I don't know if you've ever heard the term slappy. He's some slappy.
oh,
Yeah.
what does slappy mean?
I think it was actually Blake Snell who came up with
Slappy.
with the nickname, and he referred to it as, quoting here. Actually, I don't even think I could say the word without getting ourselves an explicit content warning. So we're just gonna stick with slappy. Yeah, but we can. What I'll do is I'll link to the comment that Blake Snell made, and you can take it from there in the notes.
Okay.
So I don't know if he got caught on camera saying it or not, but it's pretty funny. Anyway, he was referring to somebody. It was when he was still pitching for the Rays, and he had there was some reporter was saying, "Hey, are you worried about such and such coming up and taking your job?" And he just made some comment about it, like, I've got I've got a major league career to worry about, not some slappy who's coming up behind me.
Some slappy.
And so
Okay.
yeah, so that was it. So I think I like it. They're facing some slappy, and I think they should be able to start it off with a hit. It's good.
At least a single.
At least a single. So anyway, after I went on a rant about Blaze Alexander, I'm going to talk about the shortstop position again, and that
the
is
final prediction.
Yep, my final prediction is going to be Kevin Newman and Blaze Alexander will each get 3 starts at shortstop over the next 6 games, which are the Giants and Cardinals series.
Did you really just say that?
And the reason I say that is because Blaze is starting at DH again tonight, and I don't like it. I hope I'm wrong. I actually don't mind that much versus left-handed pitchers if Blaze and Newman are both in the lineup, but you got to give Blaze a start at shortstop once in a while. Just like do it occasionally, and we got to find out what the kid's got, if he can cut it at shortstop. Because if he can, that bat is so valuable. And, I think he's got 6 or 7 starts at shortstop so far. He needs more. He needs more consistency. He made that amazing play the other night, on that out at second, fielding that ball from Christian Walker. And, I think the kid's got a cannon of an arm. He could, as long as he can just kind of get rid of those mental mistakes. We talk about ad nauseum on this show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what happened with Ryan Nelson? If you don't know, he threw a pitch, and it was like the guy had to reach down for it, and he hit it, and it went straight to.
Yeah.
To
It's somewhere.
right here.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Got him somewhere in the arm. I think they called it an elbow. His elbow. Ultimately, he just has bruising and is really sore. No injury. He went on the injured list because that looked awful.
Yeah.
And, but nothing's broken, and so
perfect
it's just if you're bruised, he can't use that arm, the forearm. He can't grab the ball the way that he needs to for the time being.
It looked like it hurt, so.
Yeah, so he'll probably just spend the minimum 15 days on the IL, but
Yep.
they're gonna send him there, and best wishes, lots of ice, ibuprofen, and if you CBD and everything else that you can rub on that thing, do it. So yeah, what's your third final prediction there, Phoenix?
Well, it's a pitcher prediction, if we want to call it. Jordan Montgomery will record a quality start in his debut tonight.
Did you really just say that?
I really just did that.
I am also going to say this one is a double. I think Jordan Montgomery. I think Jordan Montgomery led the league in quality starts last year. He had a quality start in like 70% of his starts or something like that.
Well, he's going to lead the league again.
But this is his first start of the season in the majors, and so tonight would be the most unlikely night. Like usually I would give this one a single, but because it's the first night of the season or his first start of the season, actually I'll give this a double because I think there's not a real great chance that this happens. I like it. That said, if it does,
Double.
yeah, double.
We're not changing this.
No.
That's right. You just said that.
And so yeah, that's it for our show. Tell us what you think what we got right, what we got wrong, which predictions are going to come true, and which ones we're going to utterly fail at.
You know what I'm excited for at the end of April, because we made a bunch of predictions on the end of April. So
Yeah.
I want to see which ones come true and which ones don't, and where we utterly fail at, like that 140 pitches thing. That was a bad one. But
We do have a lot of April predictions coming off the board.
yeah,
Then we got to make our May predictions. In fact, that'll probably be the next show, our May predictions, so that we can get them started. And then, and then we get to review a whole month of baseball, Phoenix. Whole month of Major League Baseball games. It's going to be awesome.
whoop whoop.
Yeah. I got to say, my prediction about the D-backs finishing under 500, looking pretty good right now. And the thing is I expect them to make it to the playoffs, possibly win the division. And I still think they're going to finish this first month under 500. It's not because I don't think they're good. It's just they have a crazy schedule.
We're gonna get revenge on those Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Rangers are in first place, so in their division. So I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance of a repeat coming. I like that. So, all right.
All right, we'll see.
Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Channel your inner kindergartner, and
Share.
that's right.
Yep.
Share. And other than that,
Pretend this podcast is like crayons and just give it to your friend.
what color crayons? Like what color crayons are we?
Red.
You're red.
I'm red and you're
I'm teal.
yeah, you're teal.
I'm a teal. Yeah. So share your red and teal crayons with your friends. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love it. They're gonna be able to draw some really cool D-backs pictures with that.
Send it to us if you actually do that.
I love it. Also, have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Take care of somebody. And go D-backs.
Yes, go D-backs.
All right. Bye.
Bye.